Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's another week and of course another tutorial for you guys. So today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful knotless fake Brazilian wool twist half up half down style. I know that was a mouthful but just stick with me, okay? So I am taking out the part that I'm going to use for the cornrow of this style, which is the half up of the half up half down style. I hope you get that. I am taking that part out, and you guys, you know that what will make or break your braids or any style at all you're doing is how neat your parts are. So make sure the parts of whatever hairstyle you're doing, they are very neat and clean, because that is what will determine if the style is going to come out well or not. It's like a map, like I will always say. Now I know I always take a measurement of the length of wool that as in to give you the inches of the length of wool that I always use, but for this video I'm sorry I forgot. So just do you and just kind of eyeball it, okay? Now you know the tip I always give for fake twist is make sure you're rolling the wool longer than the length you're going for. That way when you're done twisting and dragging, it is going to give you the length that you want. So keep that tip in mind as you do yours, okay? I just thought to mention that. So for the strands of wool, I think I used 10 strands of wool in total, but I used it in the ratio 1:1:2:2:2:2. I'm going to put it on the screen so that you understand what I'm saying, and just do it as you would do knotless braid normally. As you can see, the last two strands that I added, I dragged it in a way that it was longer than the entire braid, because that is what I'm going to be using to twist and drag for you to give me the fake twist effect, okay? So if you don't understand what I'm saying at this moment, I think you should go and watch the other tutorial I have on fake twist. That one is very detailed. I'm sure you're going to understand it better than this. Or if you're looking for a different pattern of fake twist that is not knotless, you should check that video out. I'm going to have it linked in the description box, so do well to check it out, okay? So for you to be able to fold or cover the hair properly with Brazilian wool, I would advise you add a little bit of edge control or hair wax to the tip of the natural hair before you start braiding, so that when it's time for you to use the Brazilian wool to cover up the natural hair, it will be easier for you to just pack all the hair to one side and start covering it up with the Brazilian wool before you start twisting and dragging. Okay, because you know that for your fake twist to be flawless and beautiful, of course, you have to make sure that the natural hair is not showing at all. You want to do a good job. You don't want to do a job that people will be wondering what's going on in your head. Okay, so I think that is a useful tip. I learned it when I was almost done with the hair tie, because it's a knotless braid and not just the traditional fake twist that I'm doing. This is the better option, just to make sure the natural hair is well covered. Okay, so you should also do that also. By the way, this fake twist is so beautiful, and I think I decided to do it this way because not everybody can bear a lot of tension on the scalp, and not all hairstylists know how to start threading from the root without it being much more painful. It's like you doing first lock. Many people complain that first lock is very painful, so I just thought of a way to make it not too painful. Like, you can do your fake twist and at the same time enjoy it. It's going to be flawless and not painful. So hence the reason I'm doing this style, and it turned out so beautiful. So for the cornrow part, I did not use a different extension. I used Brazilian wool throughout. So you would ask, how did I make the first part of the cornrow? How did I make it flat? I split the first strand of the wool that I was using. By the way, I did not use exactly 10 strands of Brazilian wool for the cornrow. So I started adding till I got the thickness that I wanted, and I stopped adding Brazilian wool. Do you understand? So to the point I was trying to make, the first strand of Brazilian wool that I was about to add, I made sure I split it into two. Yes, it is going to tangle, but just try and split it into two, and so that the beginning of your cornrow is going to be flawless. It's not going to be too thick. It's going to look as if you use normal braiding extension. Nobody is going to be able to tell if you use Brazilian wool. Those of you that like forwarding or skipping tutorials, if you skip this part, you're not going to get this part. So for those who did not skip, let me know in the comment section if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, and for those of you who skipped, if you ask me any question in the comment section, I may not answer you. Don't skip videos. If you're going to learn, why not just stay to the end? Okay, it's going to benefit you, and I'm going to reply your comments, any question you have. Okay, I'm not a bad teacher, but watch the video to the end. So like I said before, split the beginning. This first one you're seeing her give to me now, I split it into two, which is the first strand of wool. I split it into two. I'll take it twice, the first split and the second split. Then she will now start giving me a whole strand of wool for the entire length of cornrow that I'm doing. Hope that makes sense. So a useful tip, I like to give tip here and there whenever I can remember them. If you're braiding cornrow, that is if you're making cornrow and you find out that you are at a point in the hair where you know that if you add extension, it is going to be thicker than the rest part of the cornrow that you've made before. Don't bother adding more extension. Just braid the hair like that. As you can see, this part I'm making right now, I did not add extension. I added just those two splits at the beginning, and I did not add any extension till I finished braiding this particular part you're seeing me make now. So I think that is a tip, and I think it's going to help someone out there. Let me know in the comments if this particular tip helps you out. Okay, I want to know if the tips I'm throwing in here and there are helping somebody. So for the cornrow part, trying to make it this to have the same thickness as the rest of the braid. For some of the cornrows, I added 4, which is 3 strands of Brazilian wool, then 1 to cross, and then I wrapped and twisted and dragged as you're seeing me do in the video. That was what I did for the entire cornrow. I just added the numbers I knew. There was not a particular number. I just added the number I knew would be able to give me the exact thickness to match the rest of the braids. I hope that makes sense. This hair is already beautiful, as you can see, but I went ahead to add beads and tied the ends and burnt it. I know some people use rubber band to try and hold the beads in place, but I think that's going to fall off at some point. I know it's extra work to tie it, but I think it's the same work with using rubber band to wrap it. So after adding the bead, I make sure the lengths were equal, and then I tied and burnt it. Went in with my oil sheen. I love oil sheen. I just love the shine it gives to braids. Went in with my oil sheen, and we were done. I was so happy this hair came out so beautiful because I was just thinking about it. I don't know if anybody has thought about knotless Brazilian fake twist, but I thought about it and I said, let me give it a go. So here is the result. If you try yours out, let me know how it goes for you. I just want people to enjoy fake twists without the pain or hassle of am I going to sleep this night? Am I going to style it? But with this knotless braid pattern, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You understand? So see you next week as always, and thanks for watching. Bye.